Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below.
Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the topic appointments and resignation for the June month. Session will be quite interesting and important, so stay tuned with us till the end. And students, we upload the daily current affairs video at 5 a.m. in the morning on regular basis. Let's start. The first question is, Louis Philippe was appointed as the Prime Minister of where? He was appointed as the Prime Minister of Portugal. Take a note of this. Second question, identify the person re-elected as the President of the World Anti-Doping Agency's Foundation Board in May. So, Witold Banca was appointed as the or re-elected as the President of the WADA, that is World Anti-Doping Agency. NADA is your National Anti-Doping Agency, right? And his term will begin on 1st of January 2026 till 2028, right? As he has been elected, he is currently serving also, but his term will again start from 1st of January 2026 to 2028. Next, who is appointed as the chairman of Tata Chemicals succeeding N. Chandrasekaran? So S. Padmanabhan has been appointed as the chairman of Tata Chemicals succeeding N. Chandrasekaran. Next, Venkatesh Korla was appointed as the global CEO of which company? Of Hinduja Global Solutions Limited, succeeding Partha De Sarkar, right? Next is in May, Dash and Dash were recommended as the managing director, CEO of Union Bank of India and Central Bank of India respectively. So, Ashish Pandey and Kalyan Kumar. Ashish Pandey was here recommended as the MD and CEO of Union Bank of India, and Kalyan Kumar as MD and CEO of Central Bank of India. So right option is option 4. Next, in May, economist Siddhi Olta was elected as the 9th president of African Development Bank during the African Development Bank annual meeting 2025 that was held in Ivory Coast. Ta belongs to which country? He belongs to Mauritania, right? And he will assume his office from 1st of September 2025 and his term will be of 5 years. Next, who was appointed as the new chairman of Telangana Grameen Bank in May, succeeding Y. Shobha? So, K. Prathapa Reddy was elected as the new chairman of Telangana Grameen Bank and he will be succeeding Y. Shobha. Next, Annalena Baerbock was elected as the president of which organization in June, succeeding Philemon Yang? So, United Nations General Assembly, right? So, Annalena Baerbock was elected as the president of UNGA, United Nations General Assembly. And she became fifth woman to overall lead the United Nations General Assembly. Next, mention the name of the person elected as the president of Poland in June, succeeding Andrzej Duda. So, Karol Nawrocki, right, has been elected as the president of Poland, succeeding Andrzej Duda. Next is identify the organization which appointed Rajiv Memani as the president for FY26, succeeding Sanjeev Puri. So CII, Confederation of Indian Industry, was appointed or has appointed Rajiv Memani as the president, succeeding Sanjeev Puri. Next, mention the name of the person elected as the 14th president of the Republic of Korea, that is South Korea, in June, succeeding Yoon Suk Yeol. So, who has been appointed here as the 14th president of the Republic of Korea, that is South Korea? So, Lee Jae-myung has been elected as the 14th president, right, of the South Korea. Next, ACC has approved the extension of Swaroop Kumar Shah's tenure as MD and CEO of which public sector bank? It is for Punjab and Sindh Bank. And his term has been extended till 28th of Feb 2027. Next, Deutsche Bank AG appointed whom as the Chief Executive Officer of their Indian Global Capability Center, Deutsche Bank India, succeeding Dilip Kumar Khandelwal. So, Stefan Schoffer, right, has been appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of their Indian Global Capability Center. Next, who became the first women officer from the Indian Navy to be appointed as the 8-day camp to the President of India in May 2025? So, Yashashvi Solanki became the first women officer from Indian Navy to appointed as the ADC, that is 8th camp to the President of India, Draupadi Murmu. Next, mention the name of the organization that extended the appointment of Indian cricketer Rohit Sharma as their brand ambassador for the second consecutive year to enhance the brand presence in India. It is TCL India Holdings Private Limited. Right? Next, Dick Schoof, the Prime Minister of Netherlands, submitted his resignation to the King William Alexander in June following the withdrawal of the far-right party Far for Freedom led by Geert Wilders from the ruling coalition. So Dick Schoof, the Prime Minister of Netherlands, has handed over his resignation recently. Next is who was given the interim charge of Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of LIC by the Department of Financial Services starting 8th of June to 7th of September 2025. So Satpal Bhanno, right, was given the interim charge as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of LIC. Next, who was appointed as the Chairperson of the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister in June for a period of 2 years, succeeding Suman K. Berry. So S. Mahendra Dev, right, appointed as the Chairperson of the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister. Next, who has been appointed as the part-time member of the 16th Finance Commission by the President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am following the resignation of Ajay Narayan. So, T. Ravi Shankar has been appointed as the part-time member of the 16th Finance Commission. Take a note of this important question, students. Next, name the organization that appointed Sudarshan Venu as the new chairman and managing director. So, which organization has appointed Sudarshan Venu as their new chairman and managing director? It is TVS Motor Company Limited, and he will be succeeding Sir Rolf Speth. Right? Next, CCI, that is the Competition Commission of India, has approved the acquisition of how much percentage shareholding in Kolte Patil Developers Limited, valued at approximately 1,167 crore rupees by BREP Asia 3 Holding India Holding Company 7 Private Limited. So, they have approved 40% acquisition of it. Next, identify the company in which institutional investors acquire 1.8% stake from promoter entities Bajaj Holdings and Investment Limited and Jamnalal Sons Private Limited for 5,506 crore rupees. So, identify that company. It is Bajaj Finserv Limited. Next, which country appointed Bollywood actor Katrina Kaif as their global tourism ambassador in June to boost the country's global tourism appeal ahead of the summer season and reinforce the ties with India? So, it is Maldives. Correct. Next, in June, Axis Max Life Insurance Limited appointed whom as their next MD and Chief Executive Officer, succeeding Prashant Tripathi. So, Sumit Madan. Correct. So, Axis Max Life Insurance Company has appointed Sumit Madan as their new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, succeeding Prashant Tripathi. Next is identify the person reappointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of CSP Bank Limited for a period of 3 years starting from 15th of September. It is, he will be Pralay Mondal. Next, in June, Gombashov Zenstar was appointed as the 34th Prime Minister of Mongolia. Next, in June, Arun Srinivas was appointed as the Managing Director and Head of Meta in India, succeeding Sandhya Devanathan. Next, who was appointed as the first Women Secretary of the Department of Economic Affairs under the Ministry of Finance, succeeding Ajay Seth. So, Anuradha Thakur was appointed as the first Women Secretary of the Department of Economic Affairs. Next, mention the name of the event for which footballer Cristiano Ronaldo was announced as a global ambassador. So he was appointed as the global ambassador for the Esports World Cup 2025 that is scheduled to be held in Riyadh from 7th of July to 24th of August, right, this year itself. Moving on, students, that's all for the day. Now let's move to some revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. Identify the company that secured over $100 million in debt financing from a global financial institution, Robobank and Societe Generale to support the development of 300 megawatt solar power project where in Rajasthan. So together these banks, or this financial institution, they have secured $100 million in debt financing, and they will be making what? They will be making a 300 megawatt solar power project, and where it will be located? It will be located in Rajasthan. Question is, identify the company that has secured this amount from these global finance institutions. It is Serentica Renewables. They have received, or they have secured $100 million in debt financing from Robobank and Societe Generale. Next, SEBI, they have introduced a comprehensive framework to govern the issuance and listing of ESG debt securities. What are the types of bond that this framework specially governs? So it focuses on social bonds, sustainability linked bonds and sustainability bonds, not on green bonds, right? This framework will strengthen basically India's environment, social governance, debt market that will enhance transparency, credibility, investor confidence and support the country's sustainable development goals. Next, mention the foreign bank that recently became the first to list green bonds worth Sri Lankan rupee 2.5 billion on the National Stock Exchange International Exchange at GIFT City, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, or GIFT IFSC, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So mention that foreign bank. It is DFCC and PLC. They have become the first to list green bonds worth 2.5 billion Sri Lankan rupees on the NSE International Exchange. Next, in June, which mutual fund company has launched India's first exchange traded fund tracking the Nifty India Internet Index, aiming to invest in the internet first businesses across sectors like e-commerce, fintech and digital payments? It is Grow Mutual Fund. And Grow, if you remember students, this is a platform that provides you an option, or that provides you an opportunity where you can buy and sell equities, mutual funds, right, and many other options. So it is proper application and also a platform. Next, which of the following stock exchanges received the SEBI's approval in June to launch monthly electricity futures contract aimed to support the long-term power market reforms and providing hedging tools against electricity price volatility? So, which stock exchange has received SEBI's approval to launch the monthly electricity futures? It is National Stock Exchange of India. They have received the approval from SEBI where they will be able to now launch monthly electricity future contracts. Next, mention the Urban Cooperative Bank that recently received the scheduled bank status from RBI, becoming the 50th cooperative bank in India to receive this recognition, right? So who became the mention that Urban Cooperative Bank that received the scheduled bank status. Which is that bank? It is Vishwashwar Sahakari Bank Limited, right? It is Pune, Maharashtra based bank. Next is identify the entity that paid a dividend of 8,076.84 crore rupees to the Government of India for FY25 in June 2025. So it is State Bank of India. Next, in June, Poonawalla FinCorp Limited, they have launched an industry first fully digital business loan 24/7 product for MSMEs, the aim of which is to provide seamless and instant credit access to MSMEs across India. With this, what will happen is the financing need for the MSMEs will be taken care of, and these MSMEs sometimes they required a lot of money in order to complete their operations, right? In order to fund their operations, right? So, and these MSMEs are also the backbone of our country because we are heavily focusing on these MSMEs, and these MSMEs they generate a lot of job opportunities also. Hence, the Government of India is pushing these MSMEs so that they can not just provide or they can not just serve in India but also export their products and services to the international market also. Next, identify the digital platform that collaborated with CSB Bank Limited to launch the Edge Plus CSB Bank Rupee credit card in June 2025. It is Jupiter Money. It uses best experience with over 50,000 rupees in annual rewards and financial insights into their personal finance. Next, which Indian state received $109.97 million loan from Asian Development Bank in June for the skill development program, right? To enhance the skill development, this amount was reached. It is Gujarat state that has received this $109.97 million loan from Asian Development Bank, right? This will shape the future ready workforce that is aligned with the vision of becoming a global industrial hub. And if you remember, in Gujarat only, it is also known as the semiconductor manufacturing hub, right? Because it is a global a lot of manufacturing for semiconductor is taking place in Gujarat, correct? And hence, if Gujarat wants to become a global industrial hub, then skilling needs to be done, and the people there, they needs to be taught the skills, or they should be skilled in various industry ready skills, because these skills keeps on changing with day to day, right? Time to time, right? And industry ready skills is important because if we set up the manufacturing plant, we need people to work on in these plants, right? So training is necessary. Next, RBI has discontinued their daily DEX auction due to a liquidity surplus in the banking system exceeding 1% of the net demand and time liabilities starting from 11th of June 2025. So RBI, they have discontinued their variable repo rate auctions, right? This is due to the surplus of 2.75 to 3 lakh crore rupees of surplus in the banking system that is exceeding the 1% of the net demand and time liabilities, right? With the current surplus and easing liquidity condition, RBI's move to withdraw the daily VRR aligns with the objective to maintain neutral policy supporting allowing the market-based instruments such as your call money and tri-party repos to function more efficiently. These variable repo rates, right, they have been halted, the daily variable repo rates have been halted, but 14-day variable repo rate auctions are in the market. Open market operations are working. Standing deposit facilities also up and working. Next is, what is the total amount of social loan facility that has been raised by Credit Access Grameen in June through a multi-currency syndicated borrowing under RBI's external commercial borrowing rule? It is $100 million. I repeat, what is the total amount of social loan facility that has been raised by Credit Access Grameen? It is $100 million that has been raised in June through a multi-currency syndicated borrowing under the RBI's external commercial borrowing route. Identify the organization that launched Climate Risk Information System in May to address climate-related data gaps and promote sustainable finance. So identify that organization. It is RBI, Reserve Bank of India. The launch of this new system indicates RBI's recognition that climate change is emerging as one of the major risks to the financial system. Next, as per the RBI data released in June, Dash accounted for the largest share of total bank deposits at 59.5% in FY25. So, as per the RBI data released in June, term deposit, it accounted for the longest share of the total bank deposits at 59.5% in FY25. If we see here, term deposits 59.5%, saving deposits 29.1%, current deposits 9.8%. Next, identify the public sector bank that launched the non-resident Indian focus saving account variants and premium debit cards in June. Which is that bank? It is Indian Bank. Right? The new product offerings features a high-end quality non-resident external account, that is NRE saving account. Then this new product also include top-tier debit card, that is IND Elite and IND Premium and IND Plus. These are the various three kinds of debit cards that will be available here. Next, identify the mutual fund company that has launched India's first index fund tracking the BSE 1000 Total Return Index in June 2025. It is Motilal Oswal Mutual Fund. This NFO for this will be open from 5th of June and it will be closing on 19th of June. This fund, it will provide broad-based exposure to India's equity market by tracking the BSE 1000 Total Return Index, which covers almost 94% of India's listed market cap. Right? And this fund will be having companies from 22 different sectors. Next, what will be the new name of ICICI Prudential Blue Chip Fund effective from 16th of June as announced by ICICI Prudential Asset Management Company after renaming it to equity oriented mutual fund schemes following the SEBI directive. So the new name of the ICICI Prudential Blue Chip Fund will be ICICI Large Cap Fund. ICICI Prudential Large Cap Fund. This is the new name here. Next is the financial technology company Wise. They formerly known as TransferWise received the in principle approval from RBI to operate in which category for export transaction. So they will be operating in the payment aggregator category for cross border. Right, that is for export. That means not just in India but apart from India also they will be able to send and receive payments from merchants, hence cross border. If it was not cross border, it would have been within India only. Next, pick out the incorrect statement from the following regarding the RBI's second bi-monthly monetary policy meeting of FY26 as announced in June 2025. If we look at the option which is incorrect, A is right, C is right, D is right, E is right. Second is wrong. It is saying that the committee reduced the policy repo rate by 45 basis point to 5.55% with immediate effect. Not 45 but 50 basis point it was reduced, that is by 0.5%. Right? Next is in June, Dash launched the ESG Environmental, Social and Governance rating for listed companies with an aim to enhance the innovation in sustainable finance. So in June it is National Stock Exchange Sustainability has launched ESG ratings for listed companies with an aim to enhance the innovation in the sustainability finance. Correct? Next, mention the e-commerce company that has received the NBFC license from RBI in June, authorizing the company to offer loans credit directly to the customers. It is Flipkart. Correct? Take a note of this. And with this now Flipkart is authorized to offer loans to various organizations to customers and provide credit line directly to the customers but not allowed to take deposits. Next, mention the organization with which AU Small Finance Bank collaborated to undertake a comprehensive climate risk advisory program that aligns with the international best practices and changing the regulatory expectations. So mention the organization. It is International Finance Corporation, that is IFC. This is a part of World Bank only and they have partnered with AU Small Finance Bank to collaborate and they have collaborated to undertake a comprehensive climate risk advisory program.